I grew up in a small town in rural Pennsylvania, the kind of place where nothing exciting ever seemed to happen. Everyone knew everyone, and the biggest events were Friday night football games or the occasional county fair. But there's one thing about that town no one ever talks about, at least not openly. We had a local TV station that wasn't supposed to exist. It was called Channel 8. And if you stayed up late enough and turned the dial just right, you could catch a strange broadcast. It wasn't listed anywhere in TV guides, the station didn't air commercials, and there was no call sign at the start of programming. The signal was weak, grainy, but you could hear it, the faint hum of static, followed by an announcer's voice that sounded wrong. And what that channel showed over the years, I still can't get out of my head. It was the summer of 1999 when I first stumbled on Channel 8. I was 12 years old, sneaking into the living room after my parents had gone to bed, flipping through channels to find horror movies. Instead, I landed on a black screen with faint static. Then the words appeared, "You should not be here." I thought it was a prank at first, maybe some kind of late night experimental program. But then the camera cut to live footage of what looked like our town square, only it was empty. No cars, no people, no lights in the windows, just silence. Then, at the very bottom of the screen, text scrolled slowly. Night after night, I kept tuning in. Sometimes it would show familiar places, the gas station, the high school, the old church, but always empty. Other times, it would show people I recognized, except those people were all dead. I saw my grandfather, who had passed away 2 years earlier, standing outside our house, staring straight into the camera with glassy eyes. I saw old neighbors who had been buried long before I was born. The worst part? Sometimes the footage would show me. One night the camera showed my own bedroom. I was lying in bed on the screen, but in reality, I was sitting on the couch downstairs, watching. And then the me on screen sat up. By fall, rumors spread around town. Other kids had seen it too, but no adults believed us. Parents brushed it off as imagination or bad dreams. But then the messages started. People would wake up to find cryptic notes taped to their doors. The notes always matched what Channel 8 had said the night before. One family got a note that read, "You will lose him." The next morning, their youngest son disappeared on his way to school. He was never found. Another note read, "The storm is coming." That night, the town was hit by the worst thunderstorm in 50 years. The adults couldn't ignore it anymore, but instead of fighting it, they tried to cover it up. One by one, families moved away. Businesses closed. Houses stood empty. The population dropped to less than half in a single year. But the signal kept broadcasting. I kept watching, even when I knew I shouldn't. One night, the broadcast didn't show empty streets or dead relatives. Instead, the screen showed a single chair in a dark room. A figure sat in it, face hidden by shadows. The announcer's distorted voice spoke, "You are the last one left. The broadcast must continue." The figure in the chair leaned forward, and for the first time, I saw its face. It was mine. Terrified, I turned off the TV and tried to sleep. But when I woke up, the power was out in the whole house. My parents were gone. The street outside was empty. Every door I opened led back to the same hallway. Every window showed the same static. And from the living room, I could hear the faint hum of the TV turning on by itself. On the screen was a live feed of me, holding the remote, staring at the TV. The announcer whispered, "Now it's your turn. I don't know how long I've been here. The town is gone, my family is gone, but the broadcast is still running. If you ever stumble across Channel 8 late at night, do yourself a favor. Don't watch, don't listen, and above all, never look at the screen when it shows you. because once you do, you're already part of the broadcast.